Wuhan, New York to Minnesota, one love. What's going
Yeah,
on,
man.
A lot of shit in the news, man.
Whew.
A lot of good sports talk, man. A lot of good sports talk today, man.
I had to dry my eyes on that on the
I know you're
sports
crying
talk
over there.
I felt like throwing a Tim at the TV screen when I saw that, man. I said, "Oh my God, man, we really got mashed." I don't even think it's the L that got me, man. I think it was the fact that Edwards went out there in LA and took a victory walk. And I said, "Come on, you can't let Ron. You can't go out like this. He taking a wild brick walk."
I'm gonna tell you this: since Edwards came in the league, I told Poet, yo, he's a monster. You know, he a monster, and it's just showing. It's just showing. Like, I think he's the only one in the league that got that old way of playing basketball. Take it to the hole, turn around, jump shot. You know, that golden era way of playing basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you here to win. You here to make friends.
Well, you know, when I say golden era of basketball, I mean, you know, take it to the hoop. No remorse. Like, the new way of basketball is you don't really want to catch no contact. You know, you want to shoot from the outside. You just want to do jump shots and 3-pointers, and you know, he not playing like that. He not playing like that. You know, almost like what's his name, Allen on the Knicks. Shout out to New York Knicks. You know, they took that from the much love. You know, rounders against Boston. But again, you know, shout out to Edwards. You know, he earned that. LeBron should be ashamed of himself. So all that GOAT talk, let's not talk GOAT talk. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a LeBron hater. Let's get that right.
Yeah.
But I am a person watching him for a lot of years, and you know, people put all this hype on him when he's not no hype. If I'm wrong, people, let me know if I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong. I'm just calling the facts, and it's facts. You know what I'm saying? They want to put him in conversations of, you know, Kobe. They want to put him in conversations of Jordan. But I don't see none of that. I don't see none of that.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, he's one of the best out, just based off how he moves with just his stature, how he smoothly move on the court. But when it comes to that mindset of kill to be killed, taking the last shot, going for the kill, he don't really have it like that, and it's just a passive thing. Like, it makes no sense for you coming to the City of Angels, 2019. Here it is, 2025, and we only got one ring.
Right.
Go ahead.
So yeah, you're going to generate points. You can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're going to generate points, right? You're going to generate your throughout the years. You're going to generate assists throughout the years, and you've been playing for a long time. This is why you earn all those stats, you know. But when it comes to the crunch time and the clutch, he not there.
He ain't got a clutch gene, man. I mean, people don't.
You know,
we gotta call it what it is.
You know, Brunson, he got that clutch, banging that three in like 0.3 seconds of the game. LeBron gonna pass it. He ain't gonna go for the shot because he don't want to be the one that didn't make the shot. But I do say this: if what's his name, Doncic
Yeah.
or Luca, what? What's his name?
Yeah, Luka.
All right. So if Luca started the season with LeBron, I think they'd have a better chemistry. But I'm gonna say this: I've been in the hood, right? And we used to
Yeah.
go to the ball court, and people balling on the court, and you could have never played together. And a good player is always gonna play good with another good player. It don't matter chemistry. It just matters if you came to ball or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you go in the park and y'all pick
Yeah,
your
you're great.
teams and you picking this one, huh?
Yeah, you're right.
Like that shit don't make no sense to me. Oh, yo, they ain't have no chemistry. Man, fuck that shit. That's straight boo boo. That's boo boo right there. Because honestly, you came to ball, you came to ball. It don't matter what team you on. Your skill level is your skill level, and you either gonna make your team better or you're not gonna make your team better. You know.
And
So don't tell me
you
about
know,
chemistry when I've been watching people at the Rucker, you know, everywhere, New York City basketball, and people playing with each other that ain't never played with each other, but they out there winning. So, all that chemistry shit, miss me with that shit, man.
plus if you're
Like,
a
like, all right,
facilitator, you're able to make other players greater.
exactly. Like for instance, you got Cat and you got Brunson. They never played with each other, but you could see the chemistry because they're two good ball players, and it don't matter. They came to ball, even though they started the year together. But it still don't matter. They both came to ball. They both got their style of play, and they both executing on the court. But
And then
when you spoken of highly of being the GOAT, maybe throat goat, but not no damn. Maybe not. You're not the goat. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I ain't no LeBron hater. So everybody on LeBron nuts out there, I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm just stating facts. You know.
and see, he's at a city now. LA ain't gonna tolerate that, man, because we used to Kobe, God rest the dead, man, that used to put in that work, show that killer instinct, show that he willing to take the last shot. He ready to dunk on niggas if he had to, man. But we ain't really used to dudes just passing the rock. We used to dudes just taking over the game. Like we used to the dynasty like Kobe and Shaq. We used to guys that had that
They
Braveheart
can't.
mentality. You know?
Nah, it's the mentality that we came to ball.
Right.
No prisoners. I'm shutting the court down. I came to show you this is my game. That's what Kobe brought. That's what Michael had. You know, and I'm gonna go as far as say Magic Johnson.
Oh,
You
Magic,
know,
yeah.
Dr. J. You know, they came to ball.
I'll even throw a bird up there.
Of course, you cannot throw Bird up in there. James Worthy, Scottie Pippen, all these guys came to ball. They came to win. Fuck facilitating the ball. Give me the rock. I'll put fucking 60 up myself. Kobe dropped 81.
Kobe said he like, look, if ain't nobody else ain't playing, I'm taking the game. Straight up.
I'm taking over. I came the ball. I want that chip. You know?
He had that killer instinct too, because he wanted to beat Jordan's record. That's why he was fighting to get that chip in his final year. His health was, deteriorating. His body was deteriorating a little bit, but he had that drive to where he was like, man, look, I want to beat Jordan's record by any means. Even went out on his last game scoring 60.
But look, the whole thing is that he came to play. It's not about the check. It's not about nothing but that W. You know? And that's where I feel that it differs from LeBron and the other players. Now I ain't gonna take away from LeBron because he did put up numbers, but not all those numbers equal to wins.
He'll stat a sheet.
Yeah, you can't tell me, the rules in basketball changed. Nah, ain't nothing changed, man. You either gonna win or you gonna lose. That's what sports is. Sports is win or lose. You either gonna be a champion or you're not gonna make it this year. And the last time they won that chip during COVID. But look at the conditions that they won in. They weren't playing on full basketball courts. They were playing in these little gyms. Like it don't that was like a giveaway to me.
They call it the Mickey Mouse ring.
Yeah, that was a giveaway, man. That was, you take your little quarter and you go to that little, that little machine. You put the quarter in there and you spin it, and a little capsule comes out and you open it. Boom. You know what I'm saying? That's what that was.
Yeah, a little Mickey Mouse ring, man. And I was like, man, I don't really respect that, but we'll kind of take it. But I'm like, it ain't the real deal.
Yeah, the season was not even half. I think it was half the season, maybe not even half the season. But let's not. Like I said, I don't want to take away from what he's done in the game. He did win a couple rings. He had to bounce around for the rings, but and a lot of the other players are the reason that he got a ring. So in Cleveland, it was Kyrie Irving that hit that game-winning shot. All right, and in Miami, it was Ray Allen that hit that winning shot. Let's keep it 100.
You got to keep it real, man. I mean, it's about giving an honest critique on game. It's no hatred. That's what people got to understand.
It ain't no hate. Because he a billionaire. It ain't no hate. I ain't hating. But you got to call a spade a spade. He's not the GOAT. He ain't the GOAT. There's only one GOAT. And the next one up next to him is Kobe Bryant. Michael Jordan won 6 rings with one team. Kobe Bryant won 5 rings with one team. Imagine Michael in his prime if he bounced around. How many rings you think he would have?
Shit. He had more than Bill Russell.
That's what I'm talking about. Imagine if Kobe bounced around.
He'll beat the Boston Celtics by himself in rings.
You know? So let's not
Or Jordan. Mm-hmm.
let's not call somebody a GOAT that ain't a GOAT. I respect him. You know, he just don't have takeover game mentality.
That's where that reality set in when I watched that game. I was like, damn, dude, you gonna just give up? Like, motherfucker, can you go ahead and at least drive to the basket? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, he just didn't do anything.
Yeah, once again, shout out homeboy from Minnesota. Shout out to the Minnesota Timberwolves.